The United States is one of the largest and wealthiest countries in the world. Here are 10 interesting facts about it, including fighting a war over a pig and purchasing its largest state for just $7.2 million. Number 1. When you look at the map of the United States, it appears to be divided into two main parts, one south of Canada, comprising 48 states, and the other being Alaska. However, Alaska is not physically connected to the mainland of America because it wasn't part of it until 1867. During the 19th century, Alaska was ruled by Russia. After Russia was defeated by the British in the Crimean War, Emperor Alexander II feared that Alaska could easily be captured in any future battle with the British. Hence, it was better to sell it, as it is far away from mainland Russia, has a sparse population, and is economically unproductive. In 1866, the Russian government offered to sell the territory of Alaska to the United States. On March 30, 1867, the two parties agreed that the United States would pay Russia just a mere $7.2 million for the territory of Alaska. This amount equated to just about 2 cents per acre. Then Alaska was formally transferred to the United States on October 18, 1867. It was a blessing for the USA because it not only acquired such a large land for a very low price, but also because a huge amount of gold and other resources were discovered there later on. Number 2. Independence Day should have been July 2nd rather than July 4th because on July 2nd, 1776, Congress voted for independence. Even John Adams wrote a letter to his wife, Abigail, saying, "The second day of July 1776 will be the most memorable epoch in the history of America." The reason Independence Day is celebrated on July 4th is that the Declaration of Independence was adopted on July 4th, but wasn't signed until August 2nd. Historian Pauline Maier, in her book, American Scripture, Making the Declaration of Independence, said that no member of Congress recalled in early July 1777 that it had been almost a year since they declared their freedom from the British. They finally remembered the event on July 3, 1777, leading to July 4th being designated as the day for commemorating independence. Number 3. 3 American founding father presidents died on the anniversary of Independence Day. On July 4, 1826, both John Adams, the second president, and Thomas Jefferson, the third president, passed away. Then, on the same date in 1831, the fifth American president, James Monroe, died at the age of 73. Newspapers at the time found it remarkable that these prominent figures passed away on such a significant day in American history. Number 4. You all know the current United States flag, consisting of 13 horizontal stripes alternating between red and white, representing the original 13 colonies, with 50 white, 5-pointed stars, representing the 50 states of the United States of America. But what if I tell you that this flag was actually made by a high school student? In 1958, Junior Bob G. Heff was enrolled in a history class at Lancaster High School in Ohio. His teacher, Stanley Pratt, had instructed his class to create anything they pleased and bring it in for a show and tell. There were 48 states in the Union at the time, but there were rumors that Alaska and Hawaii would soon join. Heft, a junior at Lancaster High School in Ohio, started to picture the American flag with 50 stars. When he brought his flag to class, the teacher was unimpressed and criticized him for not knowing the number of states. Consequently, Heft received a B grade. However, he was given a chance that if the U.S. government selected his flag as the official one, his grades would be improved, so Heft embarked on a campaign, making calls and writing letters to the White House. Despite his efforts, he received no satisfactory response. 2 years later, when Alaska and Hawaii became states, U.S. President Dwight D. Eisenhower surprised Heft with unexpected news. The president informed him that his flag had been chosen as the nation's official flag and invited him to the flag-raising ceremony. Impressed by Heft's achievement, his teacher revised his grade to an A. Number 5. America almost fought a war over a pig. In June 1859, tensions flared between America and Britain when an American settler, Lyman Cutler, shot a pig belonging to the British on San Juan Island. This incident sparked threats of eviction of American settlers by the British. Responding to the escalating situation, Captain George Pickett led a 64-man American force to the island, while the British deployed 3 warships. The standoff intensified with military drills and troops on both sides. However, intervention from Washington, D.C. in October 1859 led to a truce, preventing full-scale military conflict. Number 6. In 1939, physicist Leo Szilard wrote a letter that was signed by Albert Einstein out of concern that Nazi Germany might develop a nuclear weapon before the Allied powers. The letter emphasized the potential military implications of atomic energy and urged the United States to initiate its own research program to explore the possibilities of atomic weapons. After the war, Einstein became an active supporter of nuclear disarmament and expressed regret for writing a letter to President of USA. In a 1947 Newsweek article titled, he conveyed a sense of regret, stating that if he had known the Germans wouldn't succeed in making an atomic bomb, he wouldn't have gotten involved. Number 7. When asked about America's official language, the common assumption is English. That's incorrect. America doesn't have an official language, although English is widely spoken. While some states have laws designating English as official, there's no federal-level official language. Number 8. The Statue of Liberty, standing proudly in New York Harbor, was a gift from the people of France to the United States. It was designed by French sculptor Frederic-Auguste Bartholdi and unveiled in the United States on October 28, 1886. The statue symbolizes liberty and democracy. It was intended to celebrate the centennial of the American Declaration of Independence and the Franco-American Alliance during the American Revolution. The statue's copper construction and its iconic torch lighting the way for immigrants arriving in America have made it a symbol of hope and freedom for people around the world. Number 9. Continuing to fact number 8. The Statue of Liberty was not always green. Its original color was actually reddish-brown. Over time, the copper reacted with the air and water to form a green layer of copper carbonate called a patina. Number 10. Have you ever wondered if you could hunt those beautiful creatures you see in cartoons? Well, America is turning fantasy into reality. Lake Superior State University in Michigan offers a license for hunting unicorns. You can quest for unicorns all year except on Valentine's Day.